Thank you for your interest in the Las Positas College Honors Transfer Program, and thank you for considering adding an Honors Transfer section to your course. In this video, I'm going to quickly walk you through how we work Honors Transfer sections and give you a couple of examples of how this has been worked into classes on our campus. So what do we mean when we say that we have honors sections? An honors section is really just a way to organize several honors students who are completing contracts into an organized process. This creates a synergistic environment for the students, and the presence of honors contracts means that students are doing additional work at a higher level with more independence than they would in a regular class. If you want more information on honors contracts in general, please see the video posted above, which covers honors contracts in general. All right, so what are the benefits of the honors sections, and why might you want to add one for your course? One benefit of honors sections is that it creates a comfortable structure for students. Many students find it intimidating to start an honors project from scratch that's completely self-directed, but they might still succeed with a little bit of extra structure provided by the instructor. An honors section also allows students to learn from each other. With a regular contract, there's good interaction between a professor and a student. This allows the students to learn both from the professor and from each other as they learn together. It also helps to create a visible presence for the honors transfer program. As other students see the process that honors students are engaged in, it creates some excitement for the process and the program in general. And it can also help to publicize your class to get more students aware of the class and interested in the class in general. One way that we do this is by creating a scheduling note. Here's an example of a philosophy class in the schedule for spring of 2019, and there's a special schedule note that you see here indicating that students who are in the honors transfer program or who might want to be will be able to take this course for honors credit. To be clear, this course is not limited to honors students. It's just an additional way for honors students to achieve the goals of an honors contract. We can also list the courses that have an honors component on the honors transfer program webpage. And I also have an honors student email list, so I can let all the honors students know about your class if you've decided to add this extra component. So how are honors sections organized? Well, there's a lot of variability, and the point of an honors section is always going to be to create additional work at a higher level with more independence, but relative to your discipline, relative to your students. They do have the same overall expectations as an honors contract, but the idea is that we're just working together to achieve these things in a more organized way. So here's an example from my Philosophy 1 class. I have an honors component that's advertised in the schedule, as we saw a second ago. There's an honors addendum to the syllabus that includes a full schedule of what we're doing, and I offer clear instructions on the process of doing advanced work in philosophy, analytical tools, synthetic tools, principles of writing and composition. Here's an example of what the handout looks like that I offer to my students on the first or sometimes the second or third day of class. And what this does is it lays out what the honors transfer program is, brief description of what the honors section will be for this class, some additional learning goals, additional content within the class, lays out the basic structure of the paper, be the product that they create at the end, and it also lays out a basic schedule. There's a lot of sort of points on the schedule where I interact with the students to make sure that things are going well. The items in yellow here are the key elements, though, for the project. So what I do is I organize them together in groups. I let them choose a first reading. It has to be an original work of philosophy, not a large work, because philosophy is hard to read and it takes a lot of time, but something they can all start reading, that they all have an interest in. There's a 5-page essay that they complete by week 5 in the class. You can see there's a bunch of other deadlines here. These are largely places where they're reading each other's work and responding to that work. After they've completed the 5-page essay, we work together to find 2 other sources that are responding to the same philosophical scenario, issue, question, or problem that the first reading was responding to. I do allow them at this point to choose different readings from each other. They've all started at the same place for the first 5-week essay. Now I let them go in their own direction, but because they all started in the same place, they're still in a good position to work with each other and evaluate each other's work. Each of these secondary readings is read relative to the first reading and relative to the critiques that they had of their own essays that have already been done by the other honor students. And together, this makes up 4 pages for the analysis of the 2 additional works. They'll look at each other's work and evaluate it again. And by the end, what I expect is they've polished up their first 5-page analysis and included additional things they've learned in the meantime. That 4-page analysis, which includes the additional readings on the same topic, has been integrated with the first analysis, and now they're in a position to offer their own unique argument, thought experiment, counterexample, solution to the problem, or ideas for a new approach to the problem, issue, or question that has been raised. And that will basically complete their 12-page paper. They'll evaluate each other's work, and they'll be done at that point. One last thing that I asked them to do is actually to create a model of how they might take the work that they've done in their honors contract and create a 1-page abstract to send as an application to the honor symposium that occurs at Berkeley or Stanford each year. I don't require that they send it off, but I do require that they make it just to give them a chance to experience what the process would be like and to get them thinking about the honors process. This other document here is just a little bit of information where I talk about what the process of philosophy looks like and what philosophical analysis is, how to respond to it, how to progress on your paper, and I talk a little bit about philosophical writing as well, and I try to get them writing more in the style of what you might see, let's say, in a journal, in the social sciences. We have other examples as well, and one of the most successful examples is one that's been going on in the social sciences for some time. And this instructor has actually created a structure where all of the students from the instructor's class participate in 3 symposium-style meetings outside of class. The honor section has a rigorous and foundational reading list, and each individual student who participates in the honors section is going to do the research on several readings. They're going to come and present those symposium style to the group as a whole. The instructor also provides additional excellent resources for how to analyze, how to read, how to present, how to critique, and this model has been very successful as well. If you'd like any other information, or if you know that you would like to engage in an honors section for one of your courses, let me know right away. We can create a scheduling note to add to your classes. I can email my students to let them know that that opportunity is available in your class. And in my experience, at least, it's a very rewarding way to engage students at a deeper level, get them excited, get them working with each other, Even students who haven't set high goals in the past will be surprised at what they're capable of doing with a little bit of extra motivation, support, and higher expectations. You know how to contact me, and all my contact information is available on the Honors Transfer Program website, which can be found with a simple Google search. So feel free to contact me with any questions or to get involved in the process of creating honors sections. Thank you again, and I look forward to working with any and all of you who might have interest.